channel hyuneeEats. It's your girl Hyunee, and today I'm gonna be eating kimchi hot pot. So let's get started. Today I made some 김치전골, also known as kimchi hot pot, and rolled cheese egg omelet. And here I have some turnip leaves, which I'm gonna eat with seasoned soybean paste. So let's dig in. I got some rice here too. Turnip leaves. I'm like a rabbit. Today, I decided to bring my high chair and then change out the light bulbs. The light bulb is like a circle. It looks like a boob. I was like trying to twist the thing on the bottom, which looks like a nipple, right? And I kept twisting it, but it still wouldn't work. Twisted it, and then it finally worked, and it just like dropped onto my bed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a strong girl, and I did it by myself. Macho, Hyuneee. So today is going to be another episode of These Are Your Confessions. Confessions of a Honeybee. Okay, this confession, I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, because I never thought anyone would be able to do this or would ever do this. Yeah, are you guys ready? This was like 2 to 3 years ago and I was like 13 or 14. I'm currently 15, almost 16. I read the Hunger Games series, the only book series I've ever read and enjoyed. So basically, the second movie, Catching Fire, came out, and oh my gosh, I was so freaking hyped to see it. So about halfway through the movie, I had to pee. What do you guys think he did? I would have never imagined anyone can do that. So I decided. And I peed on the floor under my seat. Really? Wow. An employee walks up to me and tells me to leave immediately. I think it's crazy that the employee knew it was him. And what happened was that the pee rolled back and got on this girl's shoes, so she went and complained. I guess she heard me making the peeing sounds, so she knew it was me, and since I was bending down. Shh. Look back behind, I was like, what? So my honeybee ended up not even being able to finish the movie. So it really wasn't worth peeing under the seat. Even though I love you, that was really disgusting and unruly thing to do. Thank you so much for sharing. I know it was probably really embarrassing for you, and I totally understand when you're in the middle of the movie, especially when it's getting like suspenseful. I feel like your bladder is like, hello, go to the bathroom, it's time. I've had that happen to me so many times, so I totally understand where you're coming from. But please don't ever do it again. Please. Unbelievable. Confession number 2. So I went out for dinner with my boyfriend to a sushi train. We ended up eating a lot, and when we went to pay the bill, we didn't have enough money. Do you guys know where this is gonna end? We told the staff we were going to get more money out, and I know it's bad, but we left and ran away without paying the bill. You dined and ditched? Oh my gosh. Have you ever left a restaurant without paying or ever shoplifted? Honestly, I've never dined and ditched or shoplifted ever in my life, but I know a friend that did, and I heard that she was like banned from the mall after she shoplifted. I have a lot of badass honeybees over here. That pork brisket. Cheers to you, honeybee. Next confession. I still remember the first time I went to my middle school dance. My mom was awesome, always keeping up with trends at my age by clothing of styles or dyeing my hair or new hairstyles. She also didn't want me to miss after-school activities such as dances, so we went full out shopping to get ready for the dance. But when I brought up about shaving my legs, she freaked out and said that's a no-no. I was terrified doing it on my own, but I had to if I wanted silky legs to go with my outfit that dance night. My mom freaked out when she saw the little nicks/cuts on my legs and that I shaved when she told me not to. Sorry, Mom, but there's just some things that need to be done. Thanks, Cosmo Max, for helping me through my first DIY. Oh, wow. I totally feel you. I've been there, done that. My mom had like this, like shaving knife that's like really tiny, like beauty knife, if you guys know what I'm talking about. She had that in her bathroom, and I learned that people in America, they shave their legs, right? So I decided to do it on my own, like my honeybee right here. And I cut myself on my legs and somewhere else, which I will tell in a different video, so look out for that video. But I feel like our parents' generation, they didn't really have to shave their legs, or, you know, in Asia, they didn't really shave their legs a while back. So they totally did not understand why we have to shave our legs. And especially because a lot of Asian girls, I feel like, don't have hairy legs. Like, they're not that hairy. You guys are probably like, the soup's not shrinking. Well, I keep adding more water because it's kind of like, it's not salty, but it keeps the flavor there. So the soup still tastes good. It's not bland at all. But hey, some things you just gotta do for them silky legs, you know? We don't want to be like no shave November every day, you know? That's not sexy. Okay, the next one. This is another one of those girly accident. So if you want to skip through this part, please go ahead and skip it. But this honeybee says, me and my family, dad, 2 older sisters, brother, and I decided to go to a water park. At the water park, there was a canoe, which me and my brother went in. And while we were canoeing, there were sprinklers splashing water, which made you wet. And as I came out of the canoe to leave, I noticed the water in the canoe was red. I feel like every girl has at least gone through some type of period problems in their lives. And so, I totally understand it's not a good feeling to go through it, and we don't want to go through it, but we can't help it sometimes. It's just so unpredictable sometimes, like you don't know when it's gonna come or like how much flow you're gonna get. So I know how you feel. Until this day, nobody knows. I was so embarrassed. I mean, if no one noticed, it's fine, right? And you were with your family, so I think they would have understood even if you told them. So it's okay, honeybee. We all know what you've gone through. We know. Okay, you guys ready? My brother just broke up with his girlfriend that he had been with for a while, so now he's always bringing different girls home. But recently, there has been one girl that always comes over more than the others. And on this particular day, he was home and I got off the bus and I had lost my keys, so I had to go through the back door of my house because usually the back door is open and the back door leads to my basement. And my brother lives in my basement. But I had no idea he would be home, so I open the screen door, and I see a girl who is underneath the covers, but is clearly topless, and staring at me while grasping her chest, and my brother jumps out of the bed shirtless, but his pants were on. Oh my gosh, thank God. And yells, "Get out!" Now I'm worried because if a relationship starts between them two, I wouldn't really know how to talk to her because I saw her chest. I just don't know how to handle it. Well, honestly, if this happened to me, I think I would be probably traumatized for life. But thankfully, your brother still had his pants on. I mean, if he didn't, that would have been super awkward for forever. So my guess is that you haven't talked to your brother yet about this incident. I know it's a little awkward, but I don't think you really have anything to worry about. At least you didn't see her, bottom. You just saw her chest, and she was holding her blanket or whatever with her. So let's say they do become boyfriend, girlfriend. I think you should be fine. After maybe try to get to know her and get close to her, and maybe it wouldn't be as awkward. But it totally sucks that you had to walk into that. I don't know. That's just weird. Thank you so much for sharing. Please let me know if your brother starts dating this girl and what happens. Like, I feel like you and the girl would probably talk about that night. Or not. I don't know. One last confession. When I was in middle school, I was bullied by this girl. She was really mean to me, especially since I was chubby. I felt really sad all the time until one day I found her textbook in the hallway. I found it on the floor and saw it and stole it and hid it. I told my mom about it and I confessed my crime to her. I told her about the girl before, so she knows she bullies me. She said she was disappointed, but I think she understood how I must have felt because she said she'll keep it in the trunk of her car for me. Lol. I feel kind of bad about it still, but I don't think I regret it, you know? I know it was wrong to make her pay for the book that she lost, but I don't think I would have done anything differently. What do you think? Was I crossing the line? In terms of what this honeybee did, I don't blame you for wanting to do that and for what you did. It's really hard to give advice about bullies and what you should do about it. Because it's easier said than done. It's easier to tell someone like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have been the bigger person. But sometimes with bullies, even if you're the bigger person, they keep bullying you, you know? I think it's pretty funny how your mom hid the textbook for you, but I totally understand how she feels, because, I mean, if my kid was being bullied, shoot, I think I would have done something worse. I just want to know, like, why do people bully other people? If any of you guys have an answer for this honeybee, as to how else she could have approached it, or if she was crossing the line at all, comment down below. For me, when I was in elementary, first of all, I was bullied by not one person, but all the girls in my grade. It went on for the whole year because I couldn't speak English. I do have a video about this if you want to see in more detail or hear it in more detail, but I decided to kind of prove them wrong. How they were bullying me about how I can't speak English and how I was stupid. Forgive, but never forget, because you don't want to forget that moment of being bullied, because you never want to go through it again. You just gotta let it go. Let it go. Thank you guys so much for sharing your confessions. Without you guys, there would be no Confessions of a Honeybee segment. If you guys still haven't submitted your confessions, please go ahead and submit it to hyuneeEats@gmail.com. Okie dokie, yo. Yummy in my tummy. Too much, too much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also to become a honeybee. And like this video if you guys liked it. And comment down below if you guys have any questions or comments. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.